As news of a new kid spreads throughout the land, in order to save the humans, the Grand Wizard must get to the new kid.
Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another South Park Fun Story video, and today it's going to be some speculation and what we know so far for the next theme coming out in literally probably less than a week, 2 weeks or so. My prediction is going to come out on the 15th, because they do say in so many, a lot of dev updates that it's coming out mid-July, which I would think they would release the cards on a Monday, so we have the whole week. So we have the Tuesday event. They might do a whole Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday event, and then end it off with a Friday event, which would be the weekend, which is what I'm going to guess, because then we'll get a whole roadmap, you know, and see what's coming out for the whole week rather than just releasing it on Friday. So, yeah, my guess is the 15th. Although it could come out anytime. It could come out literally next week, even. I mean, they did say mid-July, so it's got to be the 15th, right? So that's the first thing. It's coming out mid-July. Second is, what color is the theme? We already know from recent packs and all that other stuff is that it's going to be like a purplish pink, which is pretty obvious by now because of the packs. And the obvious one next is it will be a superhero theme, because it hasn't been confirmed, even though it's pretty much been confirmed, but not really. You know, they got the superhero like themed upgrade items with the comic books, the toxic waste, and then the fact that they use the Mysterion logo as like, what theme is this? It's kind of obvious, but you know, I should at least say it. And next is, what will be the icon for the theme? Now, I did think it will be Mysterion's question mark, which now I'm second guessing, because one, it doesn't make sense, because, well, I mean, it does, but if you look at the last other themes, they're all based around Cartman, and I have more evidence later on, I say it, but it's all based around Cartman. How you got Sheriff Cartman's hat, then you have the Awesomos as the sci-fi, and then Fantasy's hat of Grand Wizard Cartman, and then the only exception is Mystical, because, you know, it's Cartman, Zen Cartman. He's just literally Cartman but bald, so you can't really make an icon based on that, because there's nothing to it, because they always have hats or whatever they're wearing. So Cartman's always wearing something, like he wears the Awesomo hat or the mask, and then so this is going to be the Coon's actual like eyepiece, which is also more evidence if you do look at the Battle Pass theme, the Battle Pass like packs for the, you know, the next theme coming out. You can see that they have like the Coon in the bottom right, or like the corners, which is what they always have for every theme icon. Which when you open like a certain pack for a certain theme, you have the actual like theme icon there. So it's safe to say that it's going to be the Coon as the icon rather than it being Mysterion. Even though it doesn't really matter to me, but you know, Mysterion's cool. But I mean, Cartman's kind of obvious to go for. Next we do have is how many cards are coming, which they did confirm about like 2 weeks ago, a week and 2 weeks and a half. Is that we are going to be getting 10 new cards. And bear in mind, they did say at the start, like when they first announced the theme, that it's going to be featuring brand new spells, which, you know, 10 cards for a theme is quite low. So they're obviously going to add more in the future, but they did say that they're dropping it all at once. So literally on the day, which I'm thinking will be Monday, the 15th, we're just going to get 10 cards straight away, and we'll be able to spend our Eternity Gems on the packs to open. Now, the question is you know, what cards are we getting, and like what's like the ratio between epics, commons, rares, and legendaries? My prediction is going to be 2 legendaries, 3 epics, 3 rares, and 2 commons, which adds up to 10 cards in total, because they did say spells. So I'm counting 2 spells into this theme, which would be you know, 2 legendary cards, you know, characters. Then we have 2 epics characters with 1 spell. Then we have 2 rares with 1 spell. Well, 3 rares, two of the main characters with 1 spell, so it's 3 total, and then 2 commons. Or it'll be, I think if they're gonna do it something different, it'll be like 2 legendaries, 2 epics, and like 3, so it adds up to 10 in total. The reason why I'm saying 2 legendaries, because the way I'm thinking of it is, if you're gonna get a legendary in the superhero theme, you're only gonna get 1. So if it's between 2 of them, it's gonna be hard for people to get that 1 legendary that they want, or, you know, split out a bit rather than getting, you know, if you were to get 6 legendaries, you're going to get that one legendary to level 3 straight away, rather than it being split, and you're probably going to get like uneven numbers, so you'll be like 2-2, which is probably what I'm guessing. And then the next thing is, who will be the legendary? To me, it's kind of obvious who it's going to be, and I think everyone else can agree on it. It will be Professor Chaos, because he's such like a staple in like the characters for superheroes. Like, he's by himself. He's always versing everyone. So him being the legendary makes sense. And to say, if we do get more story mode, you know, you verse Cartman, you verse Kyle, Kenny, Stan, and obviously the last one. If they were to add story mode, which I hope they do, because you know you're gonna have to grind. It makes sense if they only do, but I don't feel we're gonna get story mode straight away probably. But you know, once the theme's out, we're gonna get the new story mode, which will feature the new legendary card will be Butters, which will be following his story, because it makes sense, you know. If there's a story based around superhero and like you're versing someone, it makes sense to be versing Professor Chaos, because he's normally the enemy. So that's just safe to say 100% that it's gonna be Professor Chaos as a legendary card. Now the next one, which makes a bit more sense now, it's going to be Mintberry Crunch, also known as Bradley. He was literally just added into the game a couple weeks ago for Elven King Bradley. So the fact that he added him into the game pretty much established that Mintberry Crunch will be a character come to the game. And you know, if he is going to come to the game, I think he'll be a legendary, because he'll be like a flying range unit. Or hell, you never know, he could literally have an ability which will be Imagine he has a charge where it activates and he flies to the sky, and then if he wants to, he can come back down. Like, imagine how like crazy that will be. He's about to get pushed by some units, he goes in the sky and he's chilling, and then if he wants to go back down, he can, maybe to do like certain different abilities. That would definitely be a legendary card, but likely probably won't happen. There's so much like superhero cards that can come to the game, and I don't think we're gonna get all of them straight away. So the bets are just gonna be like the Kuhn. Kuhn's probably definitely coming. Stan, which is Toolshed. Just, you know, kind of like the basic cards: Cal, Kenny, Stan. Some spells. Mintberry Crunch probably. So expect to see some more cards soon. I'm just curious on how they're gonna change cards, because you know, if you look at Wendy, she's always a range unit, but obviously for her legendary card, they did change it to it being a fighter. So I'm kind of curious if they make certain cards different. So, you know, Kyle's not always a ranged unit. He might be a fighter this time. Would be cool to see, you know, Toolshed being not Toolshed, Tumbleware as a tank. You never know. They could change stuff up, and unlikely to change up the whole thing. But if, you know, one or two cards might not be you know, the same as the other themes, which would be cool. So that is pretty much for the cards. I don't know who. I couldn't tell you what epics and what rares and stuff that'll be. That's pretty much its own video. But the next thing is, I think sometime last week or even at the start of this week, they did change the Discord. If you head over to the official Discord for South Park, you can see that they've updated it to like a mystery card, which will be I feel like they're gonna show that off, because if you do look at the background, it's kind of like the background thing they always show. So I recorded this video a couple of days ago, but I wanted to wait a bit just in case they did release any news coming out about the new theme. It is Sunday, so I think tomorrow we do get developer updates. So that's why I'm going to upload this one today, and then try and do my Team Wars later on for Tuesday or Monday. But yeah, if you head over to the South Park Discord, you can see that they have like a new, like, if you click on the server, like the top corner, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like this new like mystery card that they're hiding, which they're probably going to show off soon. And it would be pretty cool to see a new tease every day from Monday to the next Monday. So it literally have a week of teasers. But that pretty much just established that the theme's coming soon. And that is pretty much all for today's video, guys. Let me know on who you think will be the legendaries and what cards will be what. It's been a while since I uploaded, I think like 5 days, because it's been a bit busy. I was at Full Park on Wednesday, then I binged Stranger Things on Thursday, and I just grinded the event, and I just watched Spider-Man yesterday. So 3 of my days of this week have literally just been, I've not even been home pretty much. So yeah, that's all for today's video, guys. If you did enjoy the video, please like, subscribe, and thank you guys for watching.